Hello, my kings and queens. How are you doing? Long time no see. What I like to say is you are alpha male in the making. You understand? Um, Even if I see it, you gotta believe it more than me, way more than me, way more than the ladies. You can say to yourself, "I'm an alpha male in the making." This will help you with your fear. And another thing too is, don't be ashamed or be bashful. Don't be feel guilty that you are unique from everybody else. How you have a unique personality. How you might have a unique approach to reaching the ladies. How you might have a unique dance style. God made you that way for a reason. Don't think that you have to do similar to the other alpha males. You can create your own alpha male that the other dudes can emulate. You don't always have to follow the other alpha male strategies. Maybe you could take a tip or two from them, but sometimes they could take a tip or two from you. Therefore, another thing too is when you approach the ladies, let her in the conversation. Because when she in the conversation, that's more of she can't handle a dude like you. If you handle in the conversation abruptly, then it's as if you can't handle a lady like her. And that's how the ladies automatically put you in the beta zone, the friend zone, thinking that you can't handle her. And once again, it's not really about good looking to me. I know I'm good looking, but seriously though, you gotta know what to do with the good looks. And when you use your big personality, that's when you will put the good look into action. When you don't use any personality or be yourself, then you being good looking in a passive way. When you use your personality, you're being good looking in an active way. And that's when the ladies will follow your lead and not give you a hard time. Now when you're at the club and you're dancing with the ladies and you haven't been used to dancing with the ladies in a while, and if one find you attractive, she's dancing with you and she's dancing from behind and you're in front of her and she give you 2 or 3 minutes to do your thing, but then she abruptly stop dancing. Don't get upset, don't get frustrated. Don't You can continue to dance by yourself if you want to, but you can be assertive and say, "Hey, what happened to our dance? We was doing great. What made you stop? Are you tired? You can't handle a dude like me." See, that's that. Then she'll laugh and then she might say, "No, I want to dance with my friends." But you say, "Remember now, you owe me a dance. To be continued. You owe me a part two in terms of dancing. What's your name? My name is such and such." Oh, that's a nice name. See, because if you after she stops dancing too, she's testing you too. She's testing your manhood. She's testing your alpha male status too. So if she stops, and that's another thing too. Sometimes, most of the time, when a lady stops, she probably can't handle a dude like you for the most part, about 80 or 90%. But sometimes when she stops, she's testing to see if you can handle a lady like her 10%. So she stopped dancing. She's gonna say, "Well, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do now that I stop dancing? Are you gonna dance by yourself? Are you gonna go back on the sidelines? Are you gonna go back in the audience? Or are you gonna dance with somebody else?" So she's testing you. So if she lets you dance for 2 or 3 minutes, then you just let her stop and do whatever she wants to. Then it's as if she got you. So if and I'm not saying to expect her to dance with you for an hour, but if you expect her to dance for 5 minutes until the song and then she stopped at the 2 or 3 minute mark, that's still a lot of time she gave you. She was being nice. But if you want more, and that's another thing too, please don't be afraid of going for what you want. Please don't be afraid of asking you more. You could at least finish dancing with me to the music. Stop playing. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you try to approach her in an alpha male way, and she just want to dance with her friends or dance with other dudes. Don't um, take offense to it. Don't get upset. Don't get frustrated. Don't curse her out. Maybe it might go back to what I was saying. She can't or do like you. So you did pass her test. She was probably tired and wanted to dance with somebody else. You did the best you could possibly do. But if you didn't do anything about it, then you probably couldn't handle a lady like her. And it doesn't matter if she's younger or older than you. All women are the same. The young women are the same, and the old women are the same. too is when you approach a lady, I want you to approach big. Approach big, reject bigger, success biggest. Approach the big numbers of ladies, big quantities of ladies, get bigger rejections, get the biggest results. That's what it's all about. Um, what I mean is, I will understand you. I'll sympathize with you if you always had a hard time with ladies. But if you approach them every once in a blue moon, that's why you're not going as far. But I empathize with you if you approach 100 ladies or 365 ladies. But it still seems as if you're still getting the same results. But that should be hard to believe, though. That's a rarity, though. But I know the ladies these days, most of them are a piece of work. I get it, though. So I recommend that you approach at least 100 to 365 ladies, and that's how you get better with them. But what I want to say is, please don't have the excuse thoughts. I say, oh, she's too busy, or she's with a friend, or she have a boyfriend, or she won't like me, or I'm not tall enough, or I'm not pretty enough. See, that's excuse thoughts, and that's where you are sabotaging yourself, and you are catastrophizing your future, and getting better with women, and getting better with people. So you have the choice to have excuse thoughts or execution thoughts. Execution thoughts is you're going to approach ladies by any means necessary, whether she likes you or not. The worst thing she could say is no. You can say, you can be brief with me all you want. You can be pretty, you can be pretty brief with me all you want. I'm going to still talk to the ladies until I get better with them. It's a little aggressive, but it's better than nothing. And another thing too, you don't have to be a necessarily good dancer to dance with ladies in the club. They're just looking for dudes who try, who be themselves, who know how to try and be themselves at the same time, who don't give up without kissing their tails. You understand? So if you dance with 3 ladies at the club, great, for the first night. See if you could dance or talk to, and you don't have to dance with all of them, but let's see if you could approach 10 ladies at the club per night to get better, get more familiar with the ladies. See, you're not used to the ladies. See, when you get upset, you're not used to approaching ladies. When you start having fun, start having pickup lines, when you start having a sense of humor about it, when it doesn't faze you anymore, then you get used to it. So you're not used to it. So you're going on and off. You approach 1 or 2 ladies and think you did something, or even 3 ladies. But how often are you approaching 3 ladies? If you do so every day, do you have something? If you do so every month or every couple of months, then you might get stagnant with results. But I understand. I sympathize with you. But once again, no excuses, just execution. Say it with me, no excuses, execute. Execute over excuse. And I know dudes must say, hey, I don't like the club because I like the club, but then I don't like the club because it's a teaser, because she gave me a sample and then she stopped abruptly. And I sympathize and I empathize. You can do both. You can sympathize and empathize. Where dudes might like the club and might dislike the club at the same time, because at least getting a little taste, right? Meaning the dancing, but then they stop out of the blue, especially if the dude doesn't know what to do or doesn't know how to take the lead or continue and getting the attention from the ladies. So I know it could be hit and miss. It could be 50-50 with going to the club with the ladies. Oh, thank you, God, for remembering. Another thing I want you to keep in mind too is, and it's not all about dancing with the lady or the lady dancing in front of you. It's not all about that. It's about having a better connection with a woman, telling them what you want. But if she randomly dances in front of you and you're behind her, and I just want you to seize the moment, get the most out of it too. But if she stops randomly, it's similar to you talk to a lady at the club and then she randomly talks to another dude. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna be passive about it? Because if you be passive about it, that's when you put yourself in the beta zone, the friend zone. So that's why you have to treat the ladies dancing similar to you communicating to her. They're both the I said last year to wait 15 minutes to get back to ladies, but you can't even do that this day and age. Yeah, that's long gone. Even 5 minutes, because women they move fast. Not all women, but most women. You can wait maybe 30 seconds or a minute, but even that's stretching it. When you just stay on top of it, that's you show the lady what you want. The lady sees you know what you want. When you say, "Hey, what happened?" You're not afraid to call her out on the discrepancy. You're not afraid to tell her what happened to the change, what happened to the alternation. So once again, don't wait 10, 15 minutes. You're being too nice, you're being too passive. She'll eat you up. She'll go to another dude in the club. If you wait, if you're having a good conversation with her, then she randomly go to her girlfriend's, and you wait 15 minutes. Then she went from her girlfriend to a guy friend, and then that's when you have an awkward feel. Or if you're dancing with the lady and she stops dancing when the music hasn't stopped playing, then you wait 15 minutes, she goes to another dude. Awkward feel. I'm trying to get you out of awkward feel. I'm trying to get you out of friend zone feel. I'm trying to get you out of beta feel. Don't wait. You call the lady, not aggressive, but lighthearted, but saying, "Hey, what happened? What's going on here? Everything was going well with our conversation. Everything was going well with our dance. What's the change?" You got to keep on asking, but keep it light, simple, and see what she says. And if she says nothing, or she as if it's not a big deal, then you go to the next lady. That's the beauty of being a dude. There's more women than us. You could talk to as many women as you want, especially if you're good looking. And even if you're absolutely have a nice body, still talk to ladies. And this not just for good looking dudes, this for dudes in general too. Take advantage of being a man. Same way as ladies take advantage of being ladies. How they do what they want to do, once you be able to do what you want to do. Without feeling sorry. Without being sorry. Because when you be sorry, that's when you feel sorry for yourself. Look at that. That's deep. When you are sorry for your actions, for speaking up to a lady, for approaching ladies, then that's where it leads you to feeling sorry for yourself. And another thing too, please don't ask lady closing the questions, because that's similar to a spelling test. That's similar to she being an interview. She'll give you one-word answers, and that's where you're having that frustrating headache and getting out the friend zone. See, the friend zone they ask, so how you doing? Are you good? Are you okay? Are you having fun? See, that's beta questions. That's friend zone questions. You can start by saying, how are you doing, ladies? What is your name? My name is such and such. But if she don't want to give you her name, that's fine too. Even if she still give you one word answers, even if you give her um, something to work with, some material, you can say you could be as short as you like, similar to T.I. No, but not in that way, but similar to the T.I. song. Another thing too is when you approach a lady, look her dead in her eye, speak loud, and the rest will follow. She'll take it from there. Now, to get to your question, if it feels as grief, remember what I said earlier, how some men may like to go to a club and make this like going to a club at the same time, because it seems as if the ladies are giving them a sneak peek or giving them a taste by half dancing with them before the music starts playing. Um, to answer your question, if you feel this grief after dancing with one lady and you wanted to dance with her some more, but you was scared or ashamed of asking her again, then maybe you ought not to go to the club, especially if you're thinking about that one lady. See, you're not used to talk to a woman, might not be used to the fast paced club life, then maybe that might not be a place for you. But if you want to get better with communicating with women and interacting with them and dancing and talking to different ladies instead of focusing on that same lady that you dance with, then maybe you can, I suggest you go to the club more and more. So it's up to you. You have to figure it out yourself. You have to ask God what you want to do. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to contradict myself. You understand? pretty, being a pretty boy is not really incarnated anymore. It's kind of overrated. I know ladies saying, no, it's not. We'll take a pretty boy over average looking day. Who's an average looking dude any day? But will you take a pretty boy for long? Would you marry that pretty boy if the pretty boy had a boring personality? If that pretty boy doesn't do anything? If that pretty boy doesn't contribute? Not saying be chivalrous, but if the pretty boy doesn't make her laugh, doesn't keep her on the edge of her seat, isn't a roller coaster, isn't thriller, isn't suspenseful. See what I'm saying? So, in other words, the ladies basically say, "What do you do, pretty boy? Nothing. Well, don't expect me to take care of you forever. I'll give you one or two or three chances. After that, you're on your own." This is how the ladies operate. Yeah. So, in other words, we said, "What do you do?" She's not meaning your job per se. She says, "What do you bring to the table in terms of your personality, in terms of you not caring what people think, in terms of you having your own style, and approaching ladies and speaking up for yourself and handling yourself, even if there's somebody who might have a big personality than you, can you still stand out?" See, that's what she's looking for. Even if you're around a friend or two who have a big personality than you, but you still have a good personality yourself. But if you know how to stand out on your own and being unique, then she'll respect you and she'll crave for you. Because even though the other two dudes or yeah, just say two dudes have big personalities than you, but you still demand, you know how to demand respect, you know how to command respect. Sure, they help you out, but when you're on your own, you get the job done just as well as them, if not better than them on occasions. Understand? So in other words, even though you might have big shoes to fill from your wingman, you can get out that shadow easily. So in other words, you can say, if the lady says, "Where's your friend at? Your friend is fun. No offense to you." You can say, "I can handle myself with my friend. I can handle myself without my friend with all due respect." Therefore, to answer this question, long story short, I recommend that if you want to get better with women and dance with more women, unlimited women, I recommend that you go to a club as much as you can and talk to different women and dance with different women. Don't just be fixated on that one lady who dance with you, because then that's where you may become depressed. You may feel grief as if you lost your best friend or somebody close to you because you just focus on that one lady. I say, "Oh, she gave me a chance. Oh, she's the one. Oh, she danced with me. Oh, she loves me." See, you're not used to being around ladies, but when you once again talk to 100, 300 ladies, or dance with 100 or 300 ladies, then the grief will go away. That pain will go away, and you won't focus on that one lady. Multiple ladies will focus on you. Will that be a special feeling? And one more thing before I let you go. You can know all about women all you want, but if you don't talk to them, it doesn't mean a thing. Then use your woman knowledge, your woman psychology in vain. See, that's when you're being a beta and passive by saying, "Oh, I know women." Are you going to talk to them? No. I'm not going to let her do me as she did the other dudes. See, the alpha male, they know women, but they approach them, they take action, they don't let them take advantage of them, and they call them out when they are about to take advantage of them. See, that's the difference. See, you can go from from beta to alpha. Don't make people think that it's too late. By saying that if you're beta, you're gonna stay beta end, to the end of time. See, that's up to you. And I know these ladies are tough, but don't make them harder than it already is. Remember, don't have that excuse thinking, have that execute thinking. Betas make excuses, alpha execute. Therefore, you are smart. You are woman smart. You gotta just apply the woman intelligence. You have to implement your woman intelligence. How you do so? By approaching as many as you can until you get better instead of bitter. You get bitter by you talking about women doing this and women doing that, but you're not doing anything to get better. I probably approach them, whether they're tough or not, until I find the right one. See, that's how you get better. You get better by you just sitting on the side of mine. I said, women aren't anything. They're not all that. Women aren't nothing. See, that's a bitter dude. I don't want you to be a bitter dude because you're too young for that. Even if you're in your 30s or 40s, you're too young to be that bitter about women. I know how most women can be headaches, but there's some beautifully adorable women out there that'll give you the time of the day, who will implement patience, kindness, understanding, diligence, hard work, sense of humor, all that good stuff. You understand? Another thing too, maybe you can think about dancing. Maybe you could get into some pretty boy contests too, because dancing is a reflection of your personality. Dancing is a reflection of your community, your communication. If you don't care what people think about the way you dance, even though you might not be the best dancer, but you add personality, you add fun to it, you add flair to it. That's the same way as you communicate. So treat your dancers the same way how you communicate with ladies. So if you dance creative, if you dance in a creative way and use your personality, then talk to ladies in a creative way with your personality. Do the same thing. Treat your dancing the same way as you would treat your talking, or treat your talking the same way as you would treat your dancing with the ladies. In other words, if you could dance in front of 100 people in a pretty boy contest and not care if people think, that you could talk to 100 ladies and not care about what they think. Remember, the worst thing she could say is no. If you don't care about her words being no, then you're off to a good start. In other words, let her words be on her. See, don't carry her words, because when you carry her words, or when you hold on to her words, then that's when it turns into your hurt. Let her words, let her know be her words, and let you pursue and keep going be your worth. Once again, let her know be her worst. If you let the know be your worst, then it turns into your hurt. Let her know be her worst, and you carrying on and being consistent be your worth. Know your worth by keeping your dignity, by talking to another lady. Don't keep on going over that same lady who doesn't want to be bothered, who's playing games that give you mixed signals. You understand? Or lose your dignity, your pride, or anything of that matter. Understand? And another thing too is don't protect your ego too, because see, you're feeding your ego, but then your dignity and personality is starving, is dying. That's another thing I want to say. Feed your dignity and personality more than you feed your ego. She said no to me. Oh, I gotta protect my ego. No, you're doing it backwards. When she says no to you, you're growing your personality, you're growing your dignity. I know it may sting, I know it may hurt, I know it may be frustrating, I know it may be a headache. See, I'm empathizing and sympathizing with you. I get that. But what you do with the million no's is up to you. The million no's is what make you grow. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. It makes you smarter. It makes you wiser. It makes you intelligent. It makes you a genius. It makes you resourceful. And you're not making the same mistakes more than once. How you know if you don't try when she says no? You get me? And once again, give the lady a chance to say she rejects you. Give her a chance to say she accepts you. But put yourself out there first. Put your best foot forward, which is your personality, which is your creativity, which is your consistency. Put yourself out there, and her job is either to accept or reject. If you're not scared of babies accepting and rejecting you, don't be scared of ladies accepting or rejecting you too. Once again, they're the same thing. They're the same breed. I don't want to say thing, but they're the same people. Basically, ladies and babies are the same. Just as you're comfortable with you offering your family something, I'm not saying, oh, my family doesn't want your chocolate. My family doesn't want to eat right now. Maybe later on. The ladies are the same way. She doesn't want to talk to me right now. Maybe later on. It's the same thing. Just as your family reject your offer when you want to do something for them, they say no, no, thank you, not right now. The ladies, they're the same thing. I mean, they work the same way. you calling us a thing. And another thing too, before you get to be around ladies or get into a relationship with having a wife, a girlfriend, a fiance, a wife, please get used to the single life. When you're happily single, and she said, "Oh, there's something about this dude. He's happy. He doesn't care what people think. He's happy about being a single man. Maybe I should give him a chance." But if you are bitter and upset and frustrated and being single and you want a lady, it looks come across as desperation. It come across as you need a quick fix. And see, the ladies will see right through it, and that's where their friends on you and bait us on you and just be nice to you instead of giving you what you want. That's why be happy with being single. I know it might take some time, it might take some practice, but if you're happy being single by staying on your purpose, by working, driving, doing your business, teaching the babies, whatever the case may be, the ladies will come, they will flow. Therefore, you gotta be happy with being single. It might take days, weeks, months, or a year, 18 months. If you happy in being single, then the ladies look at it as he's happy in being single, and he'll be happy with me. But if I leave him, he'll still be happy, and she'll want to be with you. But if you are upset at being single, then when she's in your life, she said, "Oh, I make him happy. I have that effect on him. Oh, I gotta leave him because he's gonna become dependent on me." See, when you're happy being single, she sees that you are independent. Happily single, you're self-sufficient. You take care of yourself. Um, you are a go-getter. You are ambitious, and you don't let anybody steal your joy. That's the main thing. You being happy single. That you don't need a woman, and you like to define you. You talk to women. You can talk to women, be a ladies' man, and still be happily single. Did you know that? You can be a happy man, and still be happy, alpha man, and still be happily single. And one more thing. I know I'm talking for 30 minutes. I'm about to let you go on your merry way. Is no matter how pretty she is, if she's intoxicated, be careful with that, especially if she's very intoxicated, because that's worse than taking care of that baby. She could be the biggest hack in the world, because you got to pick her up, and then she might fight you, and then she might say you put hands on her, then she might cry the R word. Not all the time, but for the most part. So you don't want to deal with a pretty headache where ladies give you a hard time when she's under the influence, when she's on that stuff. So if you see she had more than 3 drinks, 4 drinks, or 5 drinks, and she's all over the place, don't try to be a gentleman. If you want, you can help from a distance. You could get a security guard. If this is at a club, you could get a security guard or bartender to call for a taxi. But you don't be the taxi, or you don't try to be Superman and Romeo and save the day, because it may do more harm than good for you, especially if you have a good career and you're establishing yourself, you're establishing your brand. So please don't, even if she comes onto you too and find you attractive, still be careful with that too. Even if she keeps making advanced moves. So you gotta read the room, read her, see if it's safe, see if the coast is clear, similar to if a lady's dancing behind you, and even if people are saying dance with her, still be cautious with that too, because you don't want a lady to cry our word. If she's okay with it, okay, but if she looks around or turns around and she's about to hit you, then you get out of there. Understand? So you gotta be able to read women body language. Reading women body language is the same thing as being able to read a book, comprehend a book. You have to be able to read ladies and comprehend ladies' body language and their actions. So that, once again, just as I tell you to read and intoxicated ladies, see where it goes. See where it goes when, or if you're about to dance with a lady, and even if you see her, her dancing, even if you see her backside, she's dancing with her backside facing you. Be careful with that, and make sure that it doesn't jeopardize your career or your life. If you're in the club, if people chant you on, and she's okay with it, okay. But if She says what you're doing, and if she gives you the death stare, then please don't do it. You understand? You gotta be cognizant in this day and age. I'm trying to help you. It's something for you to think about. It's your discretion. It's your protocol. It's your decision for you to make as a man. It's a mouthful. But thanks for listening. Please have a blessed day. See you later. Stay blessed. God bless. I will talk to you later. God bless. That got pretty, aren't I? Who said no? I'm still the king. I'm still the Lion King. And one more thing too, you can say, do you like coming to America? I'm looking for my queen to be. That's another pickup line you can use too, for whether the black ladies, the white ladies, Hispanic ladies, or the Asian ladies. I just thought I'd share that bonus tip with you. But I'll talk to you later, my kings and queens. See you later. God bless.